What's going on, everybody? We are back. We are back.
Yeah,
Black and White Just Sports. I'm Pat,
I'm Dante.
and we are here with our newest episode. Thank you for joining, if you have or if you will, and thank you for watching. Let's get my little spiel out the way. Follow us on social media, okay? Facebook, we got the group and the page, Black and White Just Sports. Go join it or follow it. Instagram, Black and White Just Sports _ between every word. Go follow us on there. Twitter, B&W Just Sports. Go follow us on Twitter. And the YouTube page, go subscribe. Black and White Just Sports on YouTube. For all the podcast listeners out there, if you're on Anchor, if you're on Google Podcasts, if you're on Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, or Stitcher, listen to us on any one of those platforms on your podcast. With that being said, I think we're just gonna pretty much jump into today's show. I can see a little booty chin in the camera with this.
Man, don't worry about my chin.
The little booty chin. Let me see. Let me unplug this because that's making noise now. Let me see. Anything we gotta get out the way?
Hope y'all had a happy New Year.
We said that last episode. You know.
Yeah.
The second episode.
Okay.
Wow.
I still hope y'all had a happy New Year. What does that mean?
Reel it in a little bit.
Martin Luther King's Day coming up. I hope y'all enjoy your day off, if you have it.
This is what I deal with on the regular, people. This is what I deal with every
coming
episode.
from someone with Action Comics on.
With what?
Action Comics.
Action Comics.
Look at your shirt, man.
Oh, you talking about Superman? What's wrong with Superman?
Oh, the dude that died in the comics. Okay.
He came back too, didn't he?
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hawk beat the shit out of him.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start off with the NFL. The playoffs are well underway. Last week was the start, and we predicted it. And I know I didn't do good. You did mediocre at best.
Yeah, that was about right. I know I lost a couple of games.
Yeah, kids. So we didn't do good on the games. We're gonna recap it what we did last week. Where's it at? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so the Texans and the Colts, we both picked Texans. If you watched the episode, I sat here and I debated myself the whole time, and I talked myself out of picking the Colts. I wanted to go with the Colts, and I didn't. So I mean, no excuses. I chose what I chose, but we were both wrong on there. We both had the Texans.
Listen, man. I'm disappointed in the Texans because they're one of my favorite teams. That was Deshaun Watson's first playoff game.
So how you disappointed in him, though?
He struggled badly. The defense didn't show up. Watt, Clowney, Tyrann Mathieu, like none of those dudes showed up, and I thought they would. They were down 21-0. That's freaking pathetic. And you're at home. They end up losing 21-7. So I mean,
listen, they got their ass kicked.
Texans. I think the Texans are running back away. No disrespect to Lamar Miller, but I think they need a little bit more than him as their running back. They're good at receivers.
Every time
Hopkins and Demaryius Thomas.
Every time you say no disrespect, you go and disrespect the running back.
Not disrespect. Yes, I just think they can upgrade at running back.
Did Lamar Miller not have a good year?
He actually had a solid year. He definitely had a good year. But I think they can go get a Kareem Hunt, a Le'Veon Bell.
Listen.
Adrian Peterson. Well,
Adrian Peterson
is
on
right,
his career. I think he did like 800 yards.
But yeah, I think the Texans will be back next year. They'll be a playoff team again
next year. I'll give them a wild card next year.
Yeah, they're right. That's why I give them 10-5 again, 9-7, somewhere around there.
But you acting like
I didn't think Luck would do what he did. Luck shocked me.
You know what? I thought Luck would do what he did, and I don't know why I just talked myself out of it. I knew Deshaun Watson's first playoff game was going to be rocky. And if you guys watched the episode, I went back and forth. And even after we did the predictions, I'm like, man, I think I want to go with the Colts. And you're like, do you want to change it? And I was like, no, I'll just stick with it. But I don't know. It is what it is. The Texans got their ass whooped. I mean,
Yeah, they got embarrassed from start to
wasn't even
finish.
close.
Marlon Mack rushed for 146
Wasn't
yards.
even close.
That was just terrible.
So yeah, we were both wrong on that. Texans was a big letdown. I thought they'd do a lot better than what they did.
I definitely did, but
it is what it is. Hey, like I said, it was Deshaun Watson's first
it's a
game.
learning experience. That's all it is. It's a learning
It's
experience.
an ass whooping is what it was.
It's a learning experience. He'll get through it. He's only 23 years old. He'll get through it.
I mean, he better. He's been injured and got his ass whooped in the playoffs.
He's a top 10 quarterback. He's all right.
You know how many people you've named? I think you've named about 20 people in your top 10 quarterbacks.
You think so?
I think you have.
Before the end of the show, I'm gonna give you my top 10 quarterbacks.
I'm gonna give you a pen and a piece of paper, and I'm gonna want you to write your top 10 quarterbacks because I think you named about 20 since we started this show.
It ain't even 20 good quarterbacks. It's about 12.
You think so? Okay. Anyways, the next game was Dallas and the Seahawks.
How about them Cowboys, man?
Number one, I don't want you to pump up the Cowboys bandwagon too much because before we even started the show, Dante was telling me that the Cowboys are going to lose.
I didn't say that. I said it's going to be a heck of a game. Dallas might lose, but the Rams might lose. They each have weaknesses and they each have strengths. It's just going to be whoever utilizes their strengths better than the other team.
You told me LA's at home, and I hope Dallas wins.
It's going to be a tough uphill climb for Dallas to win that game.
Really
yes, it is.
I mean, I guess we're gonna get into predictions, so I won't get into it too much yet. But we both picked Dallas, and we were right on that. So let me get my pen and my checks out. I think Dante beat me. Dante beat me for the first time this year, I think.
I don't know about this year, but it's the first time in several weeks.
The first time this year. The Chargers and Ravens, there's nothing to be talked about.
Yeah, Phillip.
Gordon. Lamar Jackson looked like a rookie quarterback.
He's still going to be a beast. He's still Michael Vick 2.0.
I'm not putting all that out there yet. I think he might be solid.
He still rushed for almost 100 yards.
And what was the score?
They only end up losing by 4 points. It was 21-17.
Was it really?
They was down 12-0 at halftime.
Can I go back? I'm not, saying that you're wrong. Okay, it's just showing me Okay, there we go. Was that Chargers? Yeah.
Oh, 23-17. Okay.
So I mean, they came back the second half, but Lamar Jackson.
They got behind too much in the beginning. That's
looked
all
like a rookie quarterback. They were down big in the first half.
The Ravens need more weapons. They don't have any weapons on offense except Lamar Jackson. Their running back's not a weapon. They don't have any weapons in the receiving game at all.
How you keep saying that?
So I mean,
John Brown and Crabtree are weapons.
Man, John Brown had maybe 3 good games all year. Other than that, he's been pedestrian, if that.
He's had about
Crabtree. I don't even think Crabtree's had a 100-yard game all year. Maybe one. Crabtree's on the tail end of his career. He's not the Crabtree from San Francisco.
He's still good.
So they need a bona fide number 1 receiver. They're relying on John Brown and Michael Crabtree they're not going to go far. Where they went this year is going to be where they keep going every year.
They're probably not going to get in the draft. They're going to be the bottom half of the draft because they made the playoffs. So.
They're going to continue to be right on the playoff cusp and lose in the first round every year. They don't have no weapons on offense, none except Lamar Jackson.
This man is not to be mentioned with the rest of the group, but Tom Brady has had
he is
basically
not Tom Brady.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is that's why I'm not comparing Lamar Jackson to Tom Brady to any extent. But what I'm saying is Tom Brady has had the minimum with his receivers and makes them better. If Lamar Jackson is going to be a top-notch
but look what he did with the team he had. What, he went 6-1 when he became the starter?
Listen.
So, it's not like he can't win. He can, but when the playoffs come, it's a different game.
Here's the thing.
You're not going to win if you don't have no talent.
And I was real big on Baker, but here's the thing. That they're both in the same they're in the same sentence here because, Baker has a bigger, bigger span of what am I trying to say? Not experience, but his resume is bigger because he started at week 3. Baker came in at week 3. Baker Mayfield came week 3. So from week 3 on, so he's been what was that? 14 games he's played. Lamar Jackson played 6
or 7 years, somewhere around there.
to start off, Baker was just balling out, and I mean, to be real, Baker pretty much balled out the whole year. So I'm not gonna even throw him in the same.
I mean, he had his bumps here and there,
but the thing is, people aren't prepared. 6 games isn't that much time to prepare for somebody like Lamar Jackson. For one, he's an unorthodox quarterback. He's a run first quarterback right now. Unless he changes his style up, he's a run first quarterback.
Even Michael Vick had Warren Dunn and Algie Crumpler.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say
Lamar has no one.
Listen, if he wants to be a legitimate quarterback, he's going to have to be able to make his receivers better.
I agree with that.
Okay, so he could run his ass off.
He can get a little more accurate in the offseason. I agree with that.
A lot more.
He got an arm though. He has an arm.
He's got an arm,
but he definitely can improve on his accuracy a little bit.
So for him, his sample size was so small, so teams didn't have a lot to prepare on Lamar Jackson for those 6 games. So I think it was more of a shock value surprise to the team.
Right.
And in the playoffs, like I said, the playoffs came. The Chargers had the time to just dissect him every inch of his game, and that's what they did. And they shut him down in the first half. So we'll see next year. Next year will be the proving point because Joe Flacco's for sure gone. Even in Lamar Jackson's, down slope of that game. What's his name? What's his face? Harbaugh didn't go back to Joe Flacco. So Joe Flacco's a pass. Lamar Jackson.
They might have wanted to put him in. He has experience in the one.
I think Harbaugh even mentioned it. I don't know that Joe Flacco would have did much better in the circumstances than Lamar did. But we'll see. Can Lamar become that better quarterback?
I think he's going to get better. I definitely think Lamar's going to get better.
But yeah, the Chargers shut the Ravens down. That game honestly wasn't close. They came back in the second half, but I think the Chargers were more on just coasting at that point. So we'll move on that. We talked a lot about that game. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Lamar Jackson in the future. The Bears, we both picked the Bears, and to me that was a shocker. I thought
that was definitely an upset.
I thought Nick Foles' magic was done, and it was not. The Bears basically.
The Bears have the same problem the Ravens have. They have amazing defenses, but
the Bears running back.
Offensively, they just don't have it.
Bears have running backs.
Josh Howard is okay. Jordan Howard is okay. He's not a top 10 running back. He's decent.
Did you call him Josh?
Jordan. I said Jordan.
You said Josh.
Jordan Howard is decent.
Is
Tariq Cohen is a great receiving running back, but runner, he's not that good.
I mean,
they have no receivers. I mean, Allen Robinson is okay, but they don't use him enough. He had one good game, then go 3 or 4 games where he don't get the ball. So, I mean their offense doesn't scare anyone. They can't score enough points to win.
They rely on their defense.
And it backfired.
I mean, it did 16 points they gave up. Did it really backfire?
And they only scored 15. See my point?
It did.
See my point?
It didn't backfire because.
How didn't it? If you only scored 15, but you give up 16.
It didn't backfire because they rely on their defense, and their defense did their job. 16 points is nothing. Their offense just didn't step up enough. That's all it comes down to.
That's going to continue to be their problem until they upgrade their offense.
And who says they won't?
They better if they want to get past the first round.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, we both picked the Bears. Bears lost. I'm surprised. Nick Foles' magic continues.
We're gonna get into this later. I got something for Nick Foles.
Do you really? Listen.
Because you know who he's going up against next week.
His playoff magic continues.
His playoff magic is done next week, and we're gonna get into that shortly.
But yeah, so we were both on that. But overall, Dante beat me 2-1, which isn't very good.
I was supposed to beat you 3-0.
I mean, it's terrible because I only had one game right. That's not like me. You're usually lower than me, so you got lucky this week.
Whatever.
We should have been tied because I was gonna go with the Colts, but it is what it is. But yeah, that was the recap. Now, as far as this week goes. Let's see. Where do we want to start off? We'll start off with the Colts and Chiefs. Really?
Laugher.
Really?
Laugher. I will say one thing though. This is.
Are you really calling it a laugher?
This is going to be an interesting game.
I'm
going to say that.
You realize the Chiefs have no defense, right?
This is going to neither do the Colts. So I mean, so who has a better offense? That's not even close.
Was Pat Mahomes done in the playoffs?
What do you mean? What? Because it's his first game? Think he's gonna struggle?
I think did he play last year? He played.
No, he didn't play. They had Alex Smith last year.
Okay. So what is Mahomes done in the playoffs? All right. We said you were so big.
What has Andrew Luck done in the playoffs?
Not much, but he's got the experience.
Yeah, he does have that.
You were so big on Deshaun Watson last week. What happened? Ass whooped.
He'll learn, man. It's a learning experience, just like we'll learn.
Pat Mahomes can do all them no-look passes he wants, but
I bet you do another one this Sunday in Kansas City and Arrowhead.
That's good for them.
Home field throughout.
They lost their biggest weapon, ain't you say that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
That's definitely going to hurt them. But I don't think it's going to hurt them against the Colts.
You don't think so?
Now, if they play Tom Brady, I think it's going to hurt them. They play the Chargers, I think it's going to hurt them, but not against the Colts. Like I said, this game is going to be interesting. It really is. This game's going to be interesting. I think the Colts.
How interesting.
I think the Colts can pull off an upset, but I don't think they will.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs win this game 27-17.
You put a number on it too. 27-17. Listen, the Chiefs have been on a roll all season. Pat Mahomes has been ridiculous.
50 touchdown pass your second year in the league.
So impressive.
Peyton took 10 years to do it. Brady took 13.
Peyton Manning was mediocre in the playoffs, so I mean,
actually not, because he win 2 Super Bowls and went to 3.
Brock Osweiler got him to that second Super Bowl.
Whatever. Brock Osweiler played 2 games that whole year.
Brock Osweiler got him to that second play.
Don't discredit Peyton. He's the third best quarterback of all time.
His defense won him that Super Bowl.
Oh, I know we're not going to talk about all the defenses Brady had all in years. We had Rodney Harrison, Vrabel, Brucey, Seymour, or Vince Wilfork. Are you serious?
If you want
to go there, we can go there.
If you wanted to go Vinatieri and give it a
right, Vinatieri won out of the 5 Super Bowls. Vinatieri won 2 or 3 of them. Let's keep it all the way funky.
But guess what?
Peyton won all of his.
Guess what? Who got to get them in field goal position? Brady.
I love Brady. I think he's the GOAT in football. Okay.
So, like I said, Peyton Manning had a mediocre playoff career. Okay?
Mediocre? I'll give him a B minus.
I'll give him a C.
Plus?
No, I'll give him a C overall. C, just flat out C. That last
so Phillip Rivers is all over a regular C. So he put Peyton Manning in the same realm as Phillip Rivers. Yeah, exactly. He's a C plus.
I give Phillip Rivers a D plus.
So you're gonna downgrade Phillip Rivers to make Peyton stay at a C.
I mean, where has Phillip Rivers ever gone in the playoffs? Nowhere. Okay. That last Super Bowl for Peyton Manning, again, Brock Osweiler got him into the playoffs, and the defense won.
Right, where did Brock Osweiler go after that? I mean, he won't ever have a starting NFL job again.
That man's paid. That's all that matters.
Yeah, little 6-figure deal. Go ahead.
Listen.
Shout out to you.
Again, Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl was based off of defense and Brock Osweiler.
Oh, keep in mind he played with a freaking sparing neck the whole year, and he still won the Super Bowl.
He still had enough time to make them silly commercials, didn't he?
Yeah, they were hella commercials.
I mean, it was funny, but his neck sucks. So, oh well. Anyways, back to this game. You know what? I went back on what my mind was telling me last week, and I'm not gonna do that again. I think it's gonna be a very close game. I think it's honestly gonna be low scoring. When I say low scoring, I'm gonna say low 20s, just because I think
2017.
Pat Mahomes can put up like 30
easy.
But I'm gonna go with 2017 type score. But I'm gonna go with the Colts, man. I'm gonna go with the Colts as an upset. I would like to see Pat Mahomes.
You're picking the Colts to go to the AFC Championship.
I would like to see Pat Mahomes in the AFC Championship, just because I think he's a monster. But I don't think this is his year. For whatever reason, are you
gonna pick him in fantasy next year if you can get him?
If I can, yes, I will. Andrew Luck had a mediocre game against the Texans. He had like 2-something, the low 2s, I believe. It was like 220, something like that. So he's not gonna throw out the gym. I guess out the gym doesn't make sense.
On the field.
He's not gonna throw out the arena.
The field, right?
Out the arena, but are you really playing music from your phone on the show?
It was an accident.
People, this is what I talk about. Every week is something where he's so unprofessional or he just messes up the
That's
episode.
totally false.
Either he's got now he's got music playing. He has messages.
First of all, they
coming.
didn't even hear that, but since you said something, they probably was listening.
They may have. We'll recap the show afterwards, but they may have heard it. But back to the game. I just think, Andrew Luck has been there. Mahomes has not. He's got something to prove. Andrew Luck really does. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. I mean, he's going against the top offense in the AFC, maybe the whole NFL this year. And he doesn't have anything on his back. Pat Mahomes does right now. I'm going to go with the Colts. Fuck it. Why not? Upset. Out in Arrowhead. Ooh, baby. Our second game is the game of the week.
Yeah, it's definitely easily the game of the week.
I am
honestly. And I'm only picking one game of the week. This is it.
I am honestly pumped about this game.
I'm nervous, very.
The Dallas Cowboys are out in L.A. L.A., one of the biggest stages for entertainment in the whole, country. And they are out there to play Saturday at 8:15. The Dallas Cowboys in L.A. You can't ask for, a better picture to be painted. Dallas Cowboys in L.A. in the playoffs. Honestly, I think the Cowboys are on the roll. I think Jared Goff has struggled the last half of the season. I don't think Jared Goff is the Jared Goff we saw in the beginning of the year. I don't think Jared Goff has anything going in his corner for playoff. You okay? I don't know if he wanted to go throw up or what, but he left the set. But I'll continue on. Jared Goff isn't the Jared Goff that was here in the beginning of the year. He struggled the last half of the season. He was throwing a lot of picks, and Dak and Zeke is a monster. Jared Goff has that high offense that he does. I can't deny that. It is what it is. But Zeke, Cooper. Cooper's been mediocre, kind of at best lately. But I think they're gonna get it done. I'm gonna be a homer on this as usual because I am a Cowboys fan. I'm rolling with them until they get dropped out the playoffs. But of course, the Ravens, the Rams, they have excuse me, I'm sorry. They got Cooks, Woods. We all know about their offense. Their offense is ridiculous, but their offense hasn't done anything in the playoffs. Cowboys have not either, but Dak at least has the experience. Neither one has the experience. I can't give it either. Excuse me. I can't give it, one over the other in the experience column. But I just feel like the Cowboys are on a roll right now, and like I said, Jared Goff just has been in a slump lately, and I think that's going to continue. So I'm going with the Cowboys. Cowboys over the Rams this week, okay? I wanted to put my Cowboys hat on for the show, and I couldn't find it, so it is what it is. I'm going to go get a Cowboys hat, Cowboys jersey. I'm going to get the whole get-up. You okay?
I'm fine.
Did you go throw up?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
This is going to be a very scary game.
It's very scary. You're slurring your words.
I want Dallas to win very badly because they're my favorite team.
They're not your favorite team.
But
stop saying that.
Whatever. The Rams.
You told me they're gonna lose.
The Rams are loaded at every single position, man. Jared Goff, B quarterback. Gurley, A running back. Their receiving core, B's. Their defense at A. Like you analyze it. Would you rather have Goff or Prescott?
Do me a favor. Sorry, people. I just have to check on something because I tried to like something and it didn't work. Check on your app and see if this feed is going live right now. I think it is, but for whatever reason it didn't let me like the comments.
What app?
Go on Facebook and just make sure it's still live. Last time we had the feed.
What, on my page or yours?
Oh my gosh. Go to my page and see if it's running live right now, please. Last time we had this problem, our show got cut off. I just want to make sure we're still good and we're still going. We're still up there?
Yes.
Okay, we're still up there. All right, continue what you were saying.
Would you rather have Goff or Prescott?
Give me Dak.
Honestly, I'd rather have Jared Goff.
Dak. You know what? Dak. You rather have Goff?
I'd rather have Jared Goff.
Did Dak Prescott not go to Green Bay and show out Aaron Rodgers
Jared Goff lost 2 games all year.
in the regular
2
season?
games.
If it wasn't for that bullshit call against I can't think of his name right now. My old boy.
Oh, anyway, we
Hold on. Damn, who's the receiver that left? They cut.
who?
Cowboys over receiver. I can't think of
Des
his fucking-
Bryant.
Thank you. If it wasn't for that bullshit call that Des Bryant got hosed on, that was a catch, and they took it back.
You do know that was Romo who threw that pass and not Dak Prescott,
Oh,
right?
Gosh. I want you.
That was Tony Romo
Can-
that threw that pass against Green Bay. You do know Dak Prescott only been the quarterback for 2 years, right? You do know that, right?
I don't know how to work your phone, but I need you to go to YouTube.
Dak Prescott has only been the quarterback for Dallas for 2 years.
People, damn, did I close out everything?
Romo hasn't been going no 4 years.
Gosh, people, this is what I talk about when I talk about. I usually have the facts and stats, and this man goes off his
Who was
heart.
the Dallas Cowboys quarterback when Des Bryant's catch against Green Bay?
Des Bryant, no pitch, Green Bay playoff. Oh goodness, let's see. Here we go. Let's see if I can turn the sound off. Sound off. Okay. Was that Romo?
Romo, exactly. Bye. Sorry.
That wasn't Romo.
Yes, it was.
Well, shit,
That
Dak
was
play-
Tony
okay, well,
Romo.
Dak still played Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, so whatever. I was wrong on that. I'll admit when I'm wrong, but Dak still played Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
I said he picks Prescott. I pick Goff.
Yeah, I'm going
Gurley or Zeke.
Zeke.
That's a toss up, man. You can go either way. That's a tie. I'm picking a tie with that one.
I'll give you the receiving core.
The
but
receiving core is the Rams. They have 3.
Okay.
The Cowboys have 1.
They got
They got Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp, even though he's injured right now. But they have 3 receivers. Dallas has 1. The defense, Dallas or the Rams.
Dallas defense. Absolutely.
Aaron Donald's an all-pro.
Okay, that's one person.
Talib, Peters.
The Cowboys linebacker core is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Vander Ash and LaShawn Lee and
But yeah, they got
Jalen Smith.
Cooper, Beasley, and Gallup. So it's not that far off. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, they got.
No, it's not terrible, but I
So-
don't think it's better than the Rams.
I mean, like I said, I'll give the Rams the receiving, but that's it. That's all they get. Gurley and Zeke kind of, scratch each other out, but I'm going Zeke. I'm going to give Zeke the
I think
upper
it's
hand.
a split tie. I think Gurley's a better receiving running back
Whoa,
than
really?
Zeke. I think Gurley's a better receiving running back than Zeke.
You're wrong on that one, too.
But yeah,
you're wrong this whole
I'm going to
show.
pick Dallas 24-21 Dallas.
All that shit you just talking now, you're not even picking the Rams.
I'm going to go with my favorite team. Why wouldn't I?
That's not what
But I would not be shocked
Here you
nor
go.
surprised if the
Here you
Rams
go.
won this
you
game.
try to defend your pick. You always say, well, I won't be
So I'm
shocked."
Stephen A. That's what you saying?
What you are is a
Yeah, exactly.
Indian giver, basically.
Last game. Man, this is a freaking laugher.
It's not the last
Yes,
game.
it is. This game is a laugher.
We got 2 games, the Chargers and the Eagles game.
Okay, we're not going to spend much time on these 2 games. Chargers
Yeah,
and
sorry.
Patriots. Listen, people. The Chargers can pull off this upset. They definitely can. The Chargers can pull off this upset. But I'm not picking against the GOAT in Foxborough. Who does that?
So you're
It's
going
like picking
Patriots?
against Michael Jordan in Chicago in a playoff game. Who does that?
Michael Jordan didn't have to be in Chicago in the playoffs.
I don't
I'm
give a
just saying.
exactly, and neither do Brady.
Mm.
I'm going with the Patriots in a close one. 27-24 Patriots. I'm not picking against Brady and Fox. Now, if they were in San Diego, I would pick the Chargers.
Would you?
Yes, I would. If they were in San Diego, I would pick the Chargers. But I'm not picking against Brady and Fox, bro. I don't care who they play.
I don't know. I just got a feeling about these Chargers now.
Well, pick them.
I mean, give me a second. You don't try
Go ahead
to
and pick Phillip Rivers
back me in the
and
corner.
Melvin Gordon and Keenan Allen and Gates and Bosa.
It's a little colder. They're a West Coast team.
I'll stick with Brady and Michelle and James White and Edelman and Gronk
Gronk has done
and
nothing.
Josh Gordon. Shout out.
Josh, what, from watching from home? He's
I
not
don't
in the
give a
NFL no
I
more.
don't care.
No.
Josh Gordon.
Josh
You
Gordon.
lucky he ain't playing or he would score.
Lucky he's not taking drugs right
Oh,
now.
whatever. He's not taking no drugs. He's lifting weights, getting in shape.
Why did he leave the NFL?
Whatever.
Exactly. He wants to go smoke some
Man,
weed.
just get ready to get some ham fried.
I don't want no ham fried rice. You and your rice.
Come on, man. Make your prediction so we can move on.
I'm trying to, so give me a second. I'm just kind of stuck in between who I want to go with. I'll go with the Patriots. I mean,
Thank you.
It's the obvious pick.
Tom Brady.
I don't think.
He's about to get his. Yeah, man. I'll
You know
save that
what?
for
No,
another
you know
day. What?
Just for
Oh!
shits, I'm going Chargers, man. Shits and giggles. I got a feeling about the Chargers, man. I just do.
So you like them?
I don't.
You
like
think it's
them.
going to be Phillip Rivers and Andrew Luck in the AFC Championship game?
My type of game.
I wouldn't even watch that.
You would.
No hell, I
The
would.
future and the past. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Eagles and Saints.
This is a laugher. I'm not even
Are you
discussing
laughing?
this game. This is
Okay.
going to be a blowout.
You're going Saints, I assume.
Yep. Not close. Foles' reign is over.
Listen, I picked against them once. I'm not picking them against again. Nick Foles and the Eagles will be in the.
Wow.
Championship.
I'm not talking football with you
That's
anymore.
fine. That's fine. Nick Foles surprised the fuck out
Okay,
of me.
okay, so let's analyze this.
Can
Just for a split second,
You wanted to move on. Now you want to
give me
analyze?
2 minutes.
I'm gonna count.
Breeze or Foles? Breeze or Foles?
Are you saying Foles or Foles?
Foles. Breeze or Nick
I'm
Foles?
not folding anything, but I will go with Nick Foles.
Over
I mean,
Drew?
no,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
please. Yeah,
I'm
okay,
saying,
all right.
Nick Foles or Drew Brees? I'll go with Drew Brees.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Running game. Gamara and Ingram or the dumb running backs, Darren Sproles from the Eagles?
I'm gonna go with the same.
Hey, okay. Michael Thomas, Ted Ginn, and on all those guys, or Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz.
I'm going to Eagles receiving game.
Okay, I give you that. It's 2-1. I'm not just mentioning the defense.
Defense,
Saints
I'll go with the
win.
Eagles. I'll go with the Eagles defense.
Yeah, good luck
All
with
right.
that one. The Saints
Let's move
win.
on. You got the Saints. I got the Eagles. We'll see next week.
So we only agreed on one game.
Yes, and that's because you changed your mind. You told me before we started the show you're going to Rams. So
What would I pick against my favorite team?
because you said, oh, the Rams.
Now
are
they
so
played well.
crazy and they they're the best.
Okay, we
Anyways,
didn't spend freaking 30 minutes
Yeah,
on
we
the dumb
did.
prediction. We're gonna switch gears here for a quick second.
yeah, the
The
Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Browns
man.
got the new head coach.
I don't know if I know about.
I
I don't know if
call
I
this-
agree with this.
If any of y'all follow me on Facebook, of course the podcast and YouTube viewers, you probably don't, but if you guys follow me on Facebook, I called this back in December. I said, watch out, the Browns are going to pick Freddie Kitchens as their new head coach. And guess what? They did. And you are unhappy about it.
Yes,
You are
I'm very
upset.
unhappy. They should have kept Greg Williams.
Greg Williams was 5-3. That's mediocre.
That's not mediocre. That's over 500. That's above
That's
average.
2 games over 500. They didn't play. a
Oh,
whole
who
lot of
expected the Browns to win 5 out of 8 games? Did you?
games. If they put Baker in, I did.
No, you didn't. I would no damn fucking
Get it out.
Hugh
Go ahead.
Jackson.
Well, Hugh Jackson sucks as a head coach. That's different.
Also, Greg Williams didn't do a hell of a job soon as he came in.
Listen, Greg Williams.
He should at least kept his defensive coordinator job. They don't even got him on the
I
roster.
told you this. Greg Williams was not going to go from head coach and go back to defensive coordinator working under Freddie Kitchens. It wasn't going to happen. There would have been drama right back in the fucking coach's room, just like it was when you saw in Hard Knocks when fucking what's his name? Todd Haley and Hugh Jackson was butting heads and then fucking Greg Williams and Hugh Jackson. Everyone was butting heads. They didn't want that shit again.
Keep your head up, Greg Williams.
I mean,
man. You gonna find a job.
Listen. Shout out to Greg Williams for giving that like heartfelt.
You
goodbye
won
letter
5
to Greg
games
Williams.
out of 8. No one expected that in the
I
world
did.
from the Cleveland
I
Browns.
did. When they put
And
Baker,
you
listen,
did it.
when they
You
put,
did it.
When they put Baker in on that Thursday night game when Hugh was still the coach and Baker balled out and got us that first win and got Cleveland. Budweiser had
Who let him shine and opened up the playbook? Greg Williams.
wait, what?
Who let the playbook and the play calling was totally different when Greg Williams was head coach than when Hugh Jackson was head coach.
There's a
You
reason
didn't realize
why,
that?
because when Hugh Jackson was the coach, Todd Haley was calling plays. When Greg
So
Williams,
you don't think Greg Williams had nothing to do with
Williams was head coach? Freddie Kitchens was calling plays.
that? So you don't think
Now Freddie Kitchens is the coach.
no, so you don't think
Get
Greg
it,
Williams
Freddie.
had nothing to do with that?
No.
He didn't have an input or nothing.
No, he's not an offensive mind.
He's
What do
still
you
the
know?
head coach. What he says goes at the
He
end
said,
of the
hey,
game.
Freddie Kitchens, here's the offense. Go get the game done.
Here, you run the offense. I'm gonna just oversee it and make sure everything.
I'm gonna run the defense. We're still gonna have a mediocre defense with a lot of
Actually, the
takeaways.
Browns had a top 10 defense. Actually,
They had a lot of takeaways, but other than that, their defense wasn't that good.
who actually scored a lot of points on them other than the Chargers? Name another team that scored a whole bunch of points on the Browns.
Everyone scored against the Browns. They just had.
I said a whole bunch.
You mean a whole bunch? What's a whole bunch?
Who
to
scored?
you?
Name one team in this season that scored 30 on the Browns.
That's
None.
that's
None.
who scored over 14. 14 is a lot. Over 14 is a lot.
14 is definitely not a lot. That's only 2 touchdowns.
14 and above is a
Go
lot.
to the top 10 defenses in the league. I guarantee the Browns are in it.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
Overall,
are.
Takeaways, yes.
Or they're
Overall,
11.
no.
We're top 10 defenses. Go to
Defense.
no, go to defense. Click defense.
Hold on. Stop yelling at me. 2018 regular season. Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Where are we? Oh, Cleveland is number 30th. Thank you. Takeaways that were good. Takeaways. We do have a statistic on takeaways. 30th. They was ranked 30th. And you
Oh,
guys-
Dallas was 7th. Where's the Rams?
Oh, let me see. Point. They don't have takeaways apparently. Okay. I thought. Yeah. Cleveland Browns were ranked 30th in the NFL in this past season. They just had a lot
So
of.
you
takeaways.
like that? That's funny.
I'm just saying, Greg Williams didn't do a great job. He did a mediocre job. The Browns defense was mediocre. Outside of the takeaways, I will give the takeaways. They had them. I think they had them. One of the top. They're probably top 5 in takeaways this season. But other than that, no, they weren't good. The defense gave up a bunch of
You
points.
do
a
know
bunch of
Denzel
yards.
Ward missed like 4 games.
He missed like 2 at the end.
No,
with
he
the
didn't. He
concussion.
missed like 3 or 4.
I'll give you 3. And that doesn't matter because there's still what? 15, 14
Oh, they
games?
still won 8 games. Now say
No,
something.
they won 7.
No, they were 8-7-1.
Are you sure?
They were 8-7-1.
What was the NFL rate? I think they were 7 and something.
9-1.
Yeah.
No,
7, 9,
that's
1.
17 games. That's not possible. The Browns were 8-7-1 this season.
We gotta get this. We
Oh
gotta
my
get this.
God.
We gotta get this.
Why don't people know I'm still the stat man?
You're
man?
not the stat man. You've never been the stat
Yeah,
man.
all
You
right.
was wrong earlier.
Who knew my stats was crucial in high school?
7,
7, 8, and 1.
I was off on the, but I was right on the wins, and you was wrong on the wins.
Okay, I was off by 1. We both was off by 1
But
thing.
I was right on the wins. You was wrong. You said they had 8. I said they had 7. I was
Browns shocked me. I predicted them to win 6 games this year. They
predicted
overshot
them to
me by 1.
Either way, Freddie Kitchens, I'm excited. I honestly am.
I don't know much about him. He hasn't shown me shit.
Of
so
course, you don't know
I
much
don't-
about him because you don't look into.
I
it.
like Greg Williams, who's
Listen,
winning.
He's paid his dues. He's been a
Yeah,
know,
paid his dues
position-
being a stupid tight end coach for
He's-
Jason Witten.
he's been a and Jason Witten is one of the top 5.
Yeah, he's a top 10 tight end
Top
all time.
5.
I don't know about top 5, top
tight
10.
end all time.
I agree with that.
But he's been a position coach his whole career. He's been through the league. He's been a quarterback at Alabama. And this year he's the OC. So he paid his dues. You know, he's been in the league. He's paid his dues. He's been around offenses. I'm excited to see it. Like,
I hope he
excuse me.
knows. I hope the Browns know what they're doing with this choice. With this
Dorsey,
choice.
I think, knows what he's doing. But I think another more important part is I think Baker Mayfield gets along with him. So I think that plays into it.
Okay. The rest of the team get it. It's just not just Baker. What about the rest of the
At
team?
least the offense. I think
What
the
about
offense
Chubb,
does.
Landry, Galloway, Njoku,
Listen.
Denzel Ward? What about the rest of Gary,
I will say this.
Peppers?
The offense was a whole different beast when he took over. The defense, I mean, that's he can't control it. Now he can control the defense, but last year he didn't. So he'll put someone in place to control that defense and get them better than what they was. They were 30th. Can they not get better There was 2 off.
Yeah,
from
there's
the
definitely
worst.
going to be better than
There's
that
32
next year.
teams
They're
in the
definitely going to be way better than
There's
that.
32 teams
I
in the NFL.
have them probably
Okay.
11th or 12th next year.
32 teams in the NFL.
Maybe
they
top
were 30th.
10.
So they can only go up from there. Freddie Kitchens.
I'm hoping for y'all the best Browns next year,
Freddie
man.
Kitchens, I'm excited for
Give
you.
me 8 wins or more next year.
I think the Browns get 10 in there.
I don't know about no damn 10. You
10 wins in the
tripping. I say
playoffs.
9 at the
Mark
most.
my words.
9 and 7.
My words.
We're gonna actually switch gears here
Unfortunately,
and talk about. Man, listen.
Dante continues.
I will
talk
continue
about
to make this a topic
Zion
all
Williams.
season about Mount Zion.
He's not really that much.
He was
of a
the
Mount.
first player ever last night,
I don't think it's ever
to score, to be a freshman and score 30, 10, and 5. He had 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists.
Listen, he tied his excuse me, his season record in one game with threes. He hit what, 3?
He went 3 for 5, which is 60%. That's excellent from
that's
3.
as much as he's had on the season as 3.
Why you keep talking about his shooting?
They are what, 13-1. They played 14 games. This man has only hit 3 threes. I gotta go back to
that. Is not true. He only hit 3 threes all year.
Yeah, it is. It is. Check the stats.
Man, listen.
Check
I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Then we gonna get to this topic.
Okay.
I've watched Duke.
No, you haven't.
I've watched Duke, the team, and I watched Zion play about 3 or 4 times this season when they come on TV. This dude, yeah, I have. This dude is a freak of nature. He reminds me of how LeBron was when he was coming up.
He reminds me of Larry Johnson.
Dude, he's way more athletic than Larry Johnson. Are you serious? Way more. Way more.
Was not allowed.
I didn't say Grandmama wasn't athletic because he was. She
serious?
Was. But
you don't have to say she. It was he.
This dude is 280 pounds and he has a 46-inch vertical.
Larry Johnson was probably like 250.
He has a
6'7".
40. His vertical is higher
Johnson.
than Vince Carter's.
This is Larry Johnson right now.
You realize his vertical is higher than Vince Carter's. You do know that,
No,
right?
it's not.
Yes, it is.
I keep telling you about these verticals, these fake verticals.
His
where they
vertical
run
is
up and jump.
46 inches. That's retarded. You're almost 300 pounds. Secondly, this dude, he can dribble.
He's okay.
He can handle the ball to be that big. To be that big, he can handle the ball.
Dude, there's 7-footers these days that's dribbling the ball.
I understand that. The dude
That's
can
the way to
pass.
go.
He's a solid passer. That guy can pass the ball. He can pass. His rebounding is very good. He's a good rebounder. He's a very good rebounder. His defense is solid. He actually plays effort defense.
We'll see how that transitions.
Now, the topic we're going to actually get to on this, Duke will win the national title, by the way.
No, they won't.
Easily. I don't think it's going to be close. But Reddish is going to be top 3, and so is Barrett. But yeah, those 3 dudes are going to be top 5 picks. Will Zion? It's Zion. It's not Zion, people. It's Zion. Mount Zion. Will Zion have the same impact his first NBA game as LeBron did?
I mean, why you
LeBron
game? You want to go season?
I want to go game. LeBron.
One game?
I'm going to get there. Just flow with me.
Why does one game? Why
just flow with me? The first game, LeBron. What did LeBron have? 25, 7, and 5 or something like that. Yeah, somewhere around there. You know they lost, but
against the Kings. The Kings were still relevant.
Yeah, the Kings were definitely good then. That's amazing for a rookie and have all that pressure.
And you realize
and
who LeBron's supporting cast was.
Dude,
like,
right.
People like
and I think his supporting cast is going to be just as shitty because he's going to go to the Cavs, the Hawks, the Suns. Well, if you go to the Suns, they're going to have a team. If you go to the Suns, Devin Booker and Aiden, and then you add Zion Williams, they're going to be a solid team if they get him.
They have those 2 players and they still suck.
They're going to be way better if they get Zion to go with Aiden and Booker. But like I said, if he goes to the Cavs, the Hawks, or the
Suns, I will stop watching the NBA ever.
I won't because the Suns will win 30-some games.
Devin Booker needs to lead that.
Yeah, I agree with that. He does need to lead the Suns if he wants to be a superstar. I agree with that. But yeah, I think Zion's first game. Do I think he can live up to the hype LeBron did? I think he can, but I don't think he will because LeBron James was mentally, physically, and emotionally ready for the NBA at 17 years old.
He was like groomed since
he was ready when he first stepped on that court. He didn't have any fear. He didn't show any resilience. He showed so much resilience. He showed so much resilience. He was just ready. I think Zion. I think he's going to be ready.
Listen, Zion's been
but
in the
I think mentally he's not going to be able to handle it the way LeBron handled it. I'm not going to say he can't handle it, but I don't think he's going to handle it the way LeBron handled it. LeBron handled it like he was a 7-year veteran.
Listen,
I don't think Zion's going to handle it that well. Do I think Zion's first game in the NBA is going to be special? Yeah. I think rookie year Zion's going to put up between 15 to 20 points his rookie year.
I would hope so.
That's me. That's just me. I don't think he's going to be a bust.
If he puts up 10 points a game, he's not.
He's going to average more than 10 points. Let's keep it funky.
You said you think he, but if he averages 10 points a game, is he not?
Zion should be putting up anywhere between 15 and 20.
If he puts up 10 points a game, is he not a bust? To you, in your eyes.
I'm not going to call him a bust because Lonzo, y'all thought Lonzo was a bust his first year. Is he still a bust?
Right now, he's not proven no.
But is he a bust? He's not a bust. He's not a bust. Lonzo Ball is not a bust. He's proven he can play in the NBA. A bust is someone that's proven you can't play on this level. Lonzo can play in this level.
Lonzo gets a lot of his points in garbage time when they take Rondo out and the starters aren't.
I've seen several games since he's been in the league the past 2 years when Lonzo has hit clutch shots. He's a good defender. I don't know if y'all watch this guy. He's a good defender.
I mean, he's 6'5" and a point guard.
6'6".
He better be a good defender.
He can rebound and he can pass. His IQ is great on the court.
He better be a good rebounder at 6'5".
His jumper's getting better.
6'2".
Y'all thought he would never be able to shoot. His jumper's a whole lot better than it was last year. Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is. But yeah, I think Zion.
Did you still that? If Zion averages 10 points, is he not a bust for you? First season wise, let's not even talk about.
Okay, don't talk about his career. First season wise,
is that not a bust?
I would call him that, but he's not. That's not going to happen.
Okay,
it's not going to happen. 10 points. That's only 5 shots. He's only going to make 5 shots his rookie year.
I think he's Larry Johnson right now, so he proves otherwise.
Larry Johnson's not a Hall of Famer. Not even
Larry
close.
Johnson could jump out of the gym.
I love Larry Johnson when he was grabbing one. When he was the Hornets. The Hornets had a squad then.
He could jump out of the gym. So can Zion right now. Zion can't shoot. He has like 6 threes.
Zion actually can hit. Zion can actually hit open shots. I don't know what you've been watching. Have you watched a Duke game?
I was watching.
You watched one game.
Listen, I was watching when Duke was playing Wake Forest.
One game.
Up the stat that Zion has right now. He tied his 3-point makes. In that game where he hit 3
makes. Notice you said makes. He's tied his makes. That's not how many he's made his entire college career so far.
Did you not hear what I said?
You said he tied makes for a game.
No, he tied makes in one game as how many makes he had the whole entire rest of the season up until that point. He had 3 threes up until that point. And what are they right now? Hold on.
They're 13-1. There's 14 games.
So, at 12 games, he had 3 threes. In one game, he had 3 threes. He's had as many 3-point makes in one game he had the whole 12
so for
games.
what I'm getting from you, you've had a lot of hate and negative thoughts about Zion
since
we first started this show.
Don't think he can shoot.
Do you think he's a special player?
Special.
Do you think he's special?
I think he's talented. I wouldn't say special.
What's keeping him from being special? Because he can't shoot? Because LeBron couldn't shoot either his first several years in the league, and he still can't make free throws.
He's a mediocre passer. He's a mediocre dribbler. He dribbles the ball up because they're playing a whole bunch of non-talent teams.
He's wide. You can't rip him. He's too wide.
Listen, he's big. I give you that. He's big. He's 6'6".
He's 6'7", 280 pounds.
Okay,
and he can jump higher than anybody we've ever seen.
And he can jump. Okay, that's something. When you're playing in college, that's something to mess with. He get in the league. He can't dribble better than LeBron. He can't dribble better than any of the point guards. LeBron's a point guard dribbling right now. Okay?
And Zion's not. So don't expect him to come down and try to wop some. That's not what
he's
going to do.
He's not a better dribbler than Draymond Green or Kevin Durant. He's not. He can't handle the ball better than neither one of them. Draymond Green's a 4.
I think he's a solid. He can bring the ball up off a rebound. He's like a Lamar Odom type of guy.
If they put press on him, he can't bring the ball up the floor. Okay, he can rebound. He can
score.
Mediocrely pass, and he can get in the lane. But guess what? When you get into the NBA, you're not the only 6'7" person. You're driving in the lane with
Name another 6'7" person that's 280.
You want to go from fours up?
No one. It's not a forward that's that big and that weight.
Let's see. There's Cantor. There's
Cantor. Keep in mind, Cantor's a center, number one.
You
He's
want to go
6'11" and he's
up.
not 280.
I'm talking about the position 4
Okay,
and up.
he's 6'11", but he's not 280.
Yes,
Next,
you're
he's not.
Out your mind if you don't think
Cantor is about 260, 270, not 280. Next,
if he's not Zion Williams, no way is he 280. He's just fat.
Zion will kill in his Cantor if he tried to check
In the
him.
post?
Next,
In the post?
I didn't say in the post. He got to come out. Zion can go out and dribble on the perimeter. Got to come out there and guard
Cantor's
him.
not going to guard him on the post, but when he comes in the middle, it's a different story.
Dunk session. Next, name someone else.
It's not going to happen. He's not that quick to get in the lane.
He's quicker than Cantor. He's
not-
quicker than a lot of
not gonna be
forwards in the
quicker
NBA.
than threes.
I mean, he's not quicker than Draymond or Kevin Durant. Of course not.
He's not quicker than Kawhi.
I give you that. Probably not.
Threes. Let me try to think of some decent threes.
Wilson Chandler.
Chandler's not decent.
Osman.
I don't
Really?
know.
For real?
Who's the
Jason Wait, no.
Yeah, he's definitely not
Right.
Tatum.
But
And then when he
anyway,
gets to the lane, Tatum got that fucking.
he's
big
going to
ass-
dunk. If you don't reach him at the dotted line, he's taking off.
Anyways,
But yeah, Zion's going to be special, people.
Zion got a lot of
I
things.
just think
he's got a lot. Of
I don't think he's going to live up to LeBron's hype, but I think he's still going to be a special player.
he's got a lot to prove. Speaking of basketball,
Speaking of lot to prove,
lot to prove. Boogie Cousins has a lot to prove with the Warriors.
January 18th, people, he will be back.
He's
Keep your
excited.
calendars circled.
He's
That's
excited.
next week.
He's excited for this, and Boogie Cousins is coming back. I don't
Boogie Cousins was the best center in the NBA by far when he was
better
healthy,
than
easily.
Davis.
I say center. Anthony Davis is a
Anthony
power
Davis is
forward.
center right now.
Anthony Davis is a power forward.
He was
Just 'cause you
only
can
a-
play a different position doesn't make that your
Anthony-
natural position.
One time Anthony Davis was a power forward is when he played alongside Boogie.
That's bullshit because when Amar Sheik was playing, he was a power forward.
Mark was like a 2-minute player and came off the bench.
Actually, he started and he was averaging 20
Suck.
points a game.
He was mediocre.
They were actually good when Sheik was
He was
playing.
mediocre with the
You
Bulls,
were
and when he
right.
came to the Pelicans, he sucked.
He averaged 20 with the
He did
Pelicans.
not average.
Yes, he did. Go to it, man. He averaged like 20 and
No
10.
way in hell this motherfucker ever averaged 20 points.
I will bet
What the
you
fuck
dinner
would I
right
do?
now that he
How
averaged
do you
20
spell
and
his
10.
name? Why do you know how to spell his name?
I mean, not Omar Sheik. I'm tripping. Nikola Mirotic. That's who I was talking about. Yeah, I'm about to say. Not on Sheik.
He just was a fucking 3. What are you
No,
talking
he was a
about?
power forward. Okay, they did put it.
They put him at the
Anthony
4
Davis at the
because
5 and they
Anthony
put
was
it.
the
Okay.
center.
Yeah, I'm not a Sheik. I'm tripping.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
him.
definitely true.
I'm
Like,
talking about
this motherfucker.
Mirotic. Mirotic averaged 20 and 10 with the.
3.
Mirotic averaged 20 and 10
Where
with
was
the
he on the
Pelicans.
Bulls? He was a 3.
And he still was putting up 15
But
between
guess
15
what?
and 20.
Again, he came to the Pelicans, and Anthony Davis is back at the 5.
So
So
yeah, I think Boogie, when healthy, is the best big man in the league.
we gotta talk about this real quick. Dante is just like mind blown that Klay Thompson had as many points. What did he have? 40.
He had 42 points and he only
With 4
dribbled the
dribbles.
ball on the ground 4 times.
Listen,
That's
you don't-
retarded.
You don't have to have the ball in your hands to fucking score. Richard Hamilton is a perfect example of that. That man averaged probably like 20 his whole career. Reggie Miller is another perfect
Reggie
example.
Miller never scored 42 points on only 4 dribbles, ever.
I'm not saying he did forge it, but he scored off the ball. You could be an off the ball player and then have people like Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Steph Curry. You have those 3 people in your lineup, and you have to. No, you don't have to dribble the ball. They
Steph
can
Curry's a point guard, so he has to dribble the
Steph-
ball.
Listen, Steph Curry.
Durant's a dribbler, so he's going to
You
dribble
didn't-
the ball.
You didn't hear what I said. You said you have people like Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. As Klay Thompson, you don't have to dribble the ball because all 3 of those
Yeah, they're
players
setting you up.
are going to set you up and dribble the ball. So it's not. I
So
mean,
you don't think that's and this is not the first time he's
it's
done
not
this.
that impressive.
He's done this
It's
several
not.
times.
Because he does
He
it.
had a 50-point game in only 25
You
minutes
have-
of playing.
You have 2 to 3 superstars on your team. Why do you need to dribble the ball? It's not that impressive. Steph Curry dribbles at the top of the key, draws a double team, skips it off to Klay. Up.
Why
open
you
shot.
double? Why in the hell are you double teaming Steph when you know you got Durant
Why
and
would
Klay
you not
Thompson?
double Steph or?
Oh, so you leave Durant and Klay
Durant.
1-on-1. That's a smart decision.
I'm just saying you don't have to. But guess what? If they double anybody, Klay is open. Okay.
Okay, so if you was a coach and you were defending the Warriors, out of those three, who would you double team?
I wouldn't double team nobody.
So you play everyone 1-on-1. Yeah, good luck with that. You're gonna lose by 20.
You have 3 All-Stars on your, or 4 All-Stars on your team. What are you gonna do? Guess what? You gotta
Well,
play.
only 3 of them be All-Stars this year. Draymond.
I mean, this year no, but Draymond's been a consistent All-Star.
And then from what I'm seeing, Clay may not even make it, which is bullshit if he doesn't. But
guess what? He put up what? I give Klay Thompson the piece. He put up 42. Congratulations. But doing it off 4 dribbles, that means nothing because he doesn't have to dribble. That's not. First of all, it's not his fucking game. He doesn't dribble.
He can create his own shot. Don't get
but
it
that's
twisted.
not his game. He doesn't need.
Would you rather have Bradley Beal or Klay Thompson?
That's the dumbest question you ever
Exactly.
asked.
Okay, thank you.
That's the dumbest question you've ever asked.
Bradley Beal's not a slouch. He's a 24-point scorer.
He couldn't lace the shoes of Klay Thompson.
I think Bradley Beal would fit perfectly with the Warriors, honestly.
Anybody fit perfectly with the Warriors. That they're about to have fucking 5 All-Stars on their fucking starting lineup.
Are they the greatest starting 5 of all time when Boogie comes back?
If they don't win the championship, what does it mean?
I'm not asking about no championship.
On
paper, when Boogie comes back, are they the greatest starting 5 of all time?
What does that mean? If they don't win the championship,
who's going to beat them 4 times?
They had the best record in the NBA history and still lost. Luke.
They didn't have Boogie then.
Doesn't matter.
That never happened when Boogie was playing ever.
If Love and fucking Kyrie was healthy that first season, they would have won the first year.
Think so?
I know so.
No, I think Steph was hungry that first year.
Kyrie was eating Steph in that first.
That wasn't the first year.
The first year that they played in the finals,
they were going neck to neck with that
Kyrie
first year.
Ate Steph.
No, he ate him
in
the second year.
Game.
The second year, he destroyed Steph.
That first game, he ate Steph up.
The third year, what happened? Steph was like, "Oh, I ain't taking this no more." Averaged almost a triple-double.
Kyrie was ready to leave at that.
Oh, whatever. I don't want to hear that. And I like Kyrie. He's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, when he left the Cavs. But yeah, Klay Thompson is 4 dribbles. I'm not impressed.
I am very. Okay. If I took you outside right now, we go to 12, and you're gonna take more than 4 dribbles on your first time getting the ball.
I'm beating you 12-9.
I didn't say 1-on-1. I said in a 5-on-5 game, like Klay Thompson.
Me outside right now,
and we played 5-on-5.
You just spit on me.
If I give you the ball,
you just spit on me.
Your first time.
Can I get an apology?
Where's the spit?
Right here. I just wiped it off.
No, that's a piece of lint.
Anyway.
You're gonna take more than 4 dribbles on your first time getting the ball. So you mean tell me you're gonna score 10 out of 12 only on 4 passes? 4 dribbles.
As soon as someone passes me the ball, I'm lighting that fucking bitch
You
up.
cannot shoot like
I
that.
Definitely can. I'll prove it.
People, man. I've been hooping with this guy since we were 13 years old. He's a decent shooter.
I'm a sharpshooter, baby.
He's not a sharpshooter. He's a decent shooter. He can get hot
from
time to time.
I'm an assassin. Don't you forget it. Okay, don't you forget it.
For our podcast listeners.
Yeah, podcast listeners, I'm sorry. We only had one more thing with the Lakers. It's not that great. I mean, it's gonna be funny, but
LeBron's out another 3 games with his stupid hernia.
We're talking about who's the most important. Outside LeBron and the Lakers, I say Kuzma. And talented-wise, you said Ingram, right?
Talent-wise, Ingram's the most important.
Yeah. And
the second best player on the team is Kuzma, but the most important player on the team other than LeBron is Lonzo Ball.
I think all those go hand in hand, so I pick Kuzma over all of them. But for the podcast listeners, we are cutting it close on the time, so we're going to end it here. Let me see. Do I want to say anything? No. Yeah, because you guys don't listen on the podcast. So for Black and White Sports, I'm Pat.
I'm Dante.
Tune in next time. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace.
Okay. For the Facebook Live
let's open it up for questions.
And hold on,
comments.
we gotta get to this Laker discussion.
Okay.
And then for the YouTube viewers, we're gonna get one more discussion in. We touched like 5 seconds for the podcast so they can at least excuse me, know what we were talking about. But most important and most talented, Dante kind of splits it up in 3 pieces. What did I said? Most important, most talented. You said one more thing.
Most important, most talented, and just the second best player.
And
just a pure second
so
best
you
player.
had 3 different people at that position. I have 1. Okay. So the most important, the most talented, and the second best option you said, or second best player? All go for me is Kyle Kuzma. This man is fearless. Okay.
He definitely has it.
He has the it factor. Okay. Ingram has shown to do nothing, even alongside LeBron. He's been mediocre at best. Do we need to see his averages?
He's 6'10". 6'9". He can dribble. He can score. He's long. I don't understand.
Brandon Ingram is
Brandon Ingram's not
one
a
of the
bust.
biggest disappointments.
It's
in my
only his
opinion.
third year in the league.
He was almost a monster with Duke, and he's
He was an animal at Duke.
been nothing in the NBA. He's been mediocre.
So 18 points a game is nothing.
This man is 6'10", and he's a fucking string bean.
So 18 points is nothing. What was Durant? Durant ain't a string bean?
And guess what? Durant was a monster. Okay, it's a difference. Ingram's not. Most important, most talented, and second best player all for me are Kyle Kuzma. And you picking 3 different people at every.
Because I know the game. I played it my entire life. When you look at, I'm going to start by most important.
Most important is Kuzma.
No, most important is Lonzo Ball. Most important, I say, is Lonzo Ball because of all the things he can do at his size and his position. This dude is a 6'6" point guard.
Listen.
You know how hard that is to find a 6'6" point guard that can jump? That dude is athletic as hell.
And guess what?
He plays good ass defense.
Let me ask you this.
He can pass and he rebounds.
Up until this point, until his injury, who are the Lakers going down to in the crunch time at point guard?
I don't care about no fucking Rondo.
But
even though I like
he's most
Rondo.
important, isn't he? He's the most important
They're
player.
going with Rondo because he's a veteran.
He won't play a cut.
He's a veteran. That's why they're going with Rondo. And LeBron probably wants Rondo on the court, so they're going to take LeBron's word.
If you're the most important player second to LeBron on the team, are you not going to play in crunch time?
The rest of the team doesn't see it that way, and that's the problem.
You're the only one that sees it that way, and that's your problem.
Because I know basketball.
Apparently you don't.
Secondly, I didn't go into it. Lonzo Ball, the things he can do on the court, his intangibles are crazy. He can pass
and rebound.
He plays defense. When you look at his statistics defensively against the top point guards in the league, he locks them up.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Look at the statistics against Westbrook. Westbrook's shooting percentage when he guarded was like 20%.
How much he put up? How many points?
Lonzo?
No, Westbrook. How many points he put up?
I think Westbrook had 12 points that game. Yes, he did.
Let's see.
Westbrook even went on an interview and said that he's been shitty the past month.
Yeah, it wasn't just because of Lonzo.
I didn't say that, but when he played the Lakers, Lonzo played great ass D on Lonzo Ball. That's a game that they haven't played yet.
I'm sorry. Let me go up. Thunder, here we go.
14 points. Even though he had a triple-double. 14 points.
Okay.
4 for 20.
What did Lonzo do? 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 points.
He only shot 5 times.
On,
he only shot 5 times.
How many minutes did he even play?
He played 34 minutes.
35 minutes. You put up 3 points?
He only shot 5 times.
Come on. And that's your second most important player? You put up 3 points?
I said he's the second most important. I didn't say he was the second best scorer. Kuzma's the second best scorer.
Let me ask you this. Warriors in the finals. If they second most important player put up 3 points in the finals, you think they would have won a championship?
I still think they can win the game because they didn't have that much firepower
Would
around.
they have won a championship? Their second most important.
If he averaged that up, that was just one game.
What is he averaging right now? Is he averaging more than 10 points? I'm sure he's
Now, if he averaged that, of course they wouldn't win. But if he did that just one game, I think they can overcome that.
I gotta get my fucking tablet back in here so I don't have to keep going to the computer and put my hand all on the screen. Lonzo Ball average. Oh, fucking, I didn't want info. Oh, Afro. Google, you idiots. Average. I probably could just use my phone now that I'm not doing the podcast no more. Okay, let's see. Last 10 games, averaging 32 minutes, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And
Once you look at the whole
10
season,
points. Come on now. Jeez, seriously?
why don't you look at the regular season?
2018-19 regular season. We're all in the screen, but looking stupid. He's averaging
9, 5, and 5.
Oh, and that's your second most important player, right? 9, 5, and 5? Come on now. Give me a break. I don't even want to hear it. Next, what was your most talented? You want to go most talented next?
Ingram, man. It's not even close. What can't Ingram do on the court? Name something he cannot do.
A lot.
Name one. Name something he can't do.
He can't lead this team to wins when LeBron.
Shut up. He's only in his third year.
I don't want to hear it.
Name something he can't do.
Win games.
Screw you. He can dribble. He can shoot. He can pass. He can rebound. His defense is not bad. Yeah, go to Ingram stats. Type search bar. Lonzo Ball is 6'6".
Okay, he's still averaging what 5'5" and 9. Wow.
Why do you want every? So you base your goodness of a player by how many points they average?
You're 6'6" in your point guard. You better average me at least 8 rebounds.
He averages 6. What's wrong with that?
He averages 5. He's 5'5".
And he's playing with LeBron, who's going to get 9 or 8. So I mean, last year he averaged 8. See the difference?
No, not really.
Whatever. I don't care what you talking about.
Can I switch players here, or do I have to just stick with him?
Go to.
Oh, there we go. Ingram. I probably need glasses at this point. Damn, is he even on the team anymore? Oh, there he goes.
Ingram's averaging 16. Go up. It's at the
That's
top
right
of the
here.
square.
Oh, yeah.
He averages 16, 2 and 4.
Wow, what can he do? He can't even throw this because he's averaging 2.
LeBron's gonna get. He's not gonna get it. He's 6'9".
I'm saying he can do everything, and he's not. He's averaging 2 and what? 6 is it?
6 rebounds
2 and what?
in the last. What's the last?
2
10?
and 4. 4 rebounds.
In the last 10 games, he's averaging 18, 6 and 4. Now shut up.
This man is 6'9", averaging.
Look
4
what he's
rebounds.
averaging when LeBron's not in the game. 18, 6 and 4. 18, 6 and 4.
6'9", averaging 4 rebounds. Come on now. What can he do? He can't rebound. He can't assist. That's what.
6 rebounds is bad.
4.
6.
4 and 2 is his average on the year. I'm not going off of 3 games when LeBron sat. 4 and 6 or 4 and 2 is his average.
He's averaging 5 rebounds. 4.7 is 5.
5 rebounds at 6'9".
That's bad.
Pathetic.
I can take you out to a 12-point game and you wouldn't get 3 rebounds.
Because I would beat you 12-9. I don't need a rebound.
I said a 5-on-5 game. Stop talking about
I'm
one-on-one.
beating you 1-on-1.
In a 5-on-5 game, you wouldn't get 3 rebounds all game. But I would jump over you. But you're
jump.
But I can jump higher than you, even with my leg messed up. Stop dissing Ingram.
Yeah. But then you're 0 for 2 with most. Okay, most important, you was wrong most times. What was the other second best player?
Second best player, scorer,
Finally.
is easily Kuzma.
Finally, thank you.
Kuzma can shoot. He can pound the ball. He can get his own shot.
I see. You have to point to the screen.
Kuzma's legit. Kuzma's averaging 18 and 6.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to pass.
And in the last 10 games, he's averaging 26 and 3.
All around.
I like Kuzma.
All 3 of those.
Kuzma's 6'9", 220. That's a big boy.
Listen. What's Ingram? 6'9"? He's probably like 140.
Yeah, 190. Yeah, shut up now. Yeah.
190. A little stupid humming. But yeah, you were wrong on all 3 facets. Well, no, 2 of your facets, because you said Kuzma's the second most.
Why are you dissing me?
Because your information is terrible. Information is terrible. Lonzo Ball is the second most important. He's averaging 9, 4, and 4. Brandon Ingram is the most talented. He's averaging, what was it, 15, 2, and 4. Yeah, okay. But with that being said, people, we're going to close out the show. But for the last few minutes, we're going to leave it open for questioning. So if anybody wants to join at this point, or anybody that's watching at this point has any questions, we'll leave it open for a few minutes to interact with y'all. Okay?
Comments. Lonzo.
We'll go back.
Yeah, go to the front, the top one.
Where's this? Hold on. I don't want to. Hold on. Let me do this because I don't know. I just don't want to shake the screen while we're on here. All right. So let's see where we start.
31-27.
I forget what game we were talking about.
Flacco should have been put in. He has posted. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Listen.
I can't argue with that.
Flacco should have been put in. Here's the thing. Flacco is not the future for the Ravens.
I agree with that.
So they're not going to take out their future for someone that's going to play a half.
Yeah,
he probably won't even be with the Ravens next year.
Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, that's good.
No, Tino, you're wrong.
Brown still.
Let's see,
Brown still need like 2. I agree. Then their 2
pieces.
pieces are a receiver and a linebacker.
Yeah, I think they probably Stop shaking the table. You always hit the table. The camera always shakes because of you.
They need another receiver, a B-list receiver,
They need
and they need an offensive lineman and a linebacker.
They can use a lineman, and I don't.
Baker still had a lot of development needs. I mean, he still has room for improvement, but I think Baker's going to be a dog.
Baker needs development. Yeah, I mean, what rookie doesn't? So
right.
I mean,
yeah, I think Baker's good to go.
So Rob, yeah, what rookie doesn't? Let's see.
Why do you think the Cavs can't get the superstars? Because Cleveland is not a market anyone wants to come to. Number one, because no one likes the snow, and we get very cold here.
Let me touch on this real quick because
they don't have any talent here. No one wants to go somewhere where there's no talent. The Cavs have no talent at all, zero.
Let me touch on this real quick because this is my thought. I saw that LeBron posted. I don't know if it's on his Uninterrupted or his more than just more than an athlete, his series. I forget where it was, but I saw it online, and he said, you know what, when I was in Cleveland, I could never recruit anybody to come here. People didn't want to come to Cleveland. Blase. Okay? I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Number one. I think it honestly comes down, and I hate to say, I think it comes down to LeBron. LeBron is in LA right now, and the biggest talent he can recruit is Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, and Rondo Rajon.
Rajon
Rondo, I'm sorry. That's the biggest talent he can get, okay? In Los Angeles, this motherfucker couldn't pull Paul George, okay?
Paul George is thriving where he's at. Now, do you see what he's doing right now?
Literally stated he wants – you just touched my foot.
Yeah, it's okay, food.
No, I don't like that. Paul George literally said he wants to go play in L.A. because that's where he's from.
But he seen the bigger picture. The Thunder are the second best team in the league.
He doesn't want – nobody wants to play with LeBron.
I agree with that. I completely agree with that.
LeBron said he couldn't recruit people to come to Cleveland because it was Cleveland. You're false on that, bro. Because look at where you're at. You're in L.A., one of the biggest cities in the whole United States. One of the biggest franchises, top 5 franchises in all of sports history. Lakers, Yankees,
Steelers,
Celtics,
Packers, Celtics,
Steelers, Cowboys.
Right.
You're in a very rare group that you're playing at right now. You still couldn't recruit anybody. You couldn't get Paul George there. You couldn't get nobody. You got Ray. Why do I keep fucking Rajon Rondo? I can't. I'm just Rajon Rondo you got there, who's at the end of his career, but still, I mean, he's still a decent player, but has never been a superstar. He was on the team with 3 other superstars. You got Lance Stevenson that's been on like 7 different teams at this point, and JaVale McGee, who has been a sloppy bum player that missed dunks and scores on wrong people's hoops and shit like that. That's all you can bring in talent-wise. So don't tell me you couldn't bring talent to Cleveland because of Cleveland, because you didn't bring talent into fucking LA. So don't give me that. The reason why people won't come to Cleveland, I honestly think is because of LeBron. And he's been there, was he 7 years his first stint, 4 years the other?
Right.
So 4 is what, 12? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, what, 12? So 12 of the past years, 12 out of the past, he was in Miami 4 years, was it? See, they lost to the Mavericks, the Spurs. They beat the who they beat? They beat the Thunder, and they beat who was the other team that the Heat beat? Celtics
in the finals?
No, not of course
they beat the Spurs. They beat the Thunder.
They beat the Spurs and Thunder in the finals,
and
right?
they
lost to the Mavericks and Spurs. I know they lost to the Mavericks and Spurs.
Yeah, they lost to the Mavericks and Spurs, and they beat the Thunder, and they beat the Thunder and the Warriors.
No, they didn't play.
Not the Warriors. They beat the Thunder, and they beat the Spurs. They beat the Spurs once. Yeah, they split.
Okay. So for 4 years, so what was it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm sorry, 11. So 11 years in Cleveland, he brought nobody. In 4 years in Miami, he brought nobody. Who did he bring in Miami? He joined Wade.
Ray Allen, Mike Miller, Chris Bosh.
Bosh wanted to join. Okay, he brought Ray Allen. I'll give him Ray Allen, but Ray Allen was at the end of his career. He's been with, like 4 teams at that point. And not to say that Ray Allen didn't hit big shots, but Ray Allen was at the end of the career. Mike Miller was like basically running up and down the court.
Mike Miller, that last game, oh my God.
Mike Miller was at the end
7
of his
threes.
career. Shane Battier he brought in. Come on.
Defense.
Like, the people that he brought into Miami, nothing. The people he brought in Cleveland, nothing. The people he's brought into LA, nothing. Okay? Anywhere LeBron is going, he hasn't brought in talent. So, for 11 years, that's why the Cavs haven't got talent, because nobody wants to play with LeBron. Everywhere he goes, it proves they don't. I mean, Paul George didn't want to go to LA. The biggest franchise in NBA is the Los Angeles Lakers, besides the Celtics. And Paul George didn't want to go there. He stayed in little old Oklahoma City to play with Russell Westbrook instead.
Man.
That's why the talent hasn't come to Cleveland. Now, we'll see. Sexton isn't panning out right now. We're gonna have a top 5 draft pick as long as the investigation doesn't come back and fuck us up with the McCraw pick up and drop in like 3 days from the Warriors. So we'll see what happens with the future. But I think literally the reason the Cavs haven't been able to get talent is because of LeBron.
Rob Lonzo is not a bust. His dad just hyped him up. I completely agree with that. Lonzo's not a bust at all.
I mean, but
his dad just hyped his name up, and then people thought he was better than what he was.
Is not a starting point guard's numbers. I don't even think that's better than like Ricky Rubio right now.
Rubio's IQ is amazing,
but you think right now Lonzo?
See, you just looking at points. Stop just looking at points.
Overall,
so you think Rubio overall game is better than Lonzo Ball?
Overall, Ricky Rubio has a bigger impact on the Jazz than the Lonzo Ball has with the Lakers.
Oh yeah, the Jazz are in the playoffs, aren't they?
We'll see what happens at the end of the season.
Cantor is 6'11", 250 exactly.
Let me see this.
Zion is 280.
Let me see if I can bring this up.
280.
Let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
How can you jump that high and you're almost 300 pounds? That's a freaking man. What?
He's probably like 240 to be honest.
Who? You out your cotton picking mind if you think he's only 240. That dude is the lowest he is 270. That's the lowest he is. You should have typed in size after it. Type in size after it.
I'll go to Wikipedia. It'll give me all the.
Okay. I mean, you take too damn long.
I think I'll close it out. But I'll get it.
Zion Williamson size.
But
listed at 6'7", 285 pounds. Wingspan 6'10".
This is Wikipedia. Wikipedia doesn't ever lie.
Listed at 6'7", 285 pounds. Yeah, and he can jump 50 inches off the floor.
He's fat.
Wingspan 6'10", meaning he can guard a power forward.
Can't guard no 3.
Whatever. Why can't he's quick?
He's not that quick.
Yeah, all right. A 3. A lot of 3s this year ain't that quick.
All right. With that being said, we answered the questions that we see.
Yeah,
can't. At that point, I think we'll wrap it up. Something you don't know nothing about, but that's a different story.
Hey! Swanee got one son after all these years.
That we know of.
Whatever.
But again, people, you see, we're gonna try to do some stuff. I hope I got another microphone today. I hope we sound better.
Y'all let us know who got the better beard too.
Better beard. Number one, I shaved my beard. My beard was way better than yours.
I shave mine every week too, so that ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all let us know who got the better beard, man.
Viewers, let us know. Does Dante have a booty chin? You see the crack in the middle.
Man. That's hair. That's not booty.
That's your booty chin is right in the crack in the middle. We see it.
Don't nobody care about your little curly wave top haircut, man.
But again, I got a new microphone. I'm hoping this at least sounds better. Black and white. You can see it. Black, white, black.
Right.
Black, white,
black. Right.
Further. So black and white in the background right now. I'm gonna try to get the lighting better. Right now, as I'm watching live, it looks okay. I mean, I'm a little whitewashed. The light's making me a lot more Casper looking.
Yeah, he just look like Michael Jackson at the end of his career.
Than I want to look. So we're gonna try to work on the lighting. The camera, like I said, we have a very good camera, but when we go live, it downgrades the I'm sorry. I have these mind farts.
Yeah, we actually have like
it
a
downgrades
720,
the quality.
1080,
Yes.
but yeah,
No,
it
we have
downgrades to like
we
480.
we have a 1080. So when we go live, the quality gets downgraded. So we get enough viewers going, we're just gonna go ahead and record the show, and then we'll open up like a live session for y'all to interact with, and then you'll see how good the quality is. But other than that, we're just gonna continue to try to upgrade. Like I said, continue to support us. Go to the YouTube page, subscribe. Black and White Just Sports on YouTube. We need subscribers.
Yes, please do.
Go subscribe there. Facebook, Black and White Just Sports. We have the group and we have the page. Go join them. You can like them. Instagram, Black and White Just Sports. Underscore between every word. Black underscore and underscore white underscore just underscore sports. And Twitter, BNW Just Sports. Go follow us on Twitter as well. We'll try to interact more on social media, but we need the followers and
we definitely need to support.
With that being said, you got anything else you want to say?
That was it, man. Y'all be safe. It's getting bad outside. It's getting a little colder, so y'all bundle up.
I mean, but that just says where we're at. Cleveland's getting snow. If we got any viewers in like the South or the West Coast, it's not getting bad out there.
Viewers in Northeast Ohio, bundle up. Viewers in the South, I wish I was where y'all was at, so we wouldn't have to worry about this topic.
I wish you would get a lineup.
I'm getting a lineup tomorrow while you're trying to diss. I get one every week, unlike you.
Listen, I give myself a lineup, but I'm crispy every episode. You look at this.
Yeah, all right.
But with that being said, folks, like I said, continue to support. We'll continue to support. And we'll see y'all next episode for Black and White Just Sports. I'm Pat.
I'm Dante.
We'll check y'all out next. Check us out next time. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.